Okay, let's start off here in our tabletop posture. We want to remember in our tabletop that we're always actively pushing the floor down, and we try very hard not to sink into the low back. So we always want to wrap the belly button into the spine. So let's get started warming up here in your strong tabletop posture. Push the floor down, and then maybe you even tuck your toes as you pull your heart between your arms, okay? Like you wanted to send your arms back and your heart forward. And then push the floor away really strong. Think of maybe hanging your head and kind of shake it out. Okay, release tension in your neck. So let's just take a few like this. You can think of inhaling as you pull the heart forward and exhaling as you push the floor away. Okay, and we're just looking for some spinal mobility here. That's one of our primary objectives, is to warm up the spinal column. But I also want you to keep your core engaged and feel your core kind of waking up. Okay, also notice there's some movement happening in your hips and shoulders. And we definitely have some strength in the arms and legs. So try to get your whole body involved. Okay, and then let's bring it back to a tabletop back. Remember to keep that belly lifted. Tuck your toes here and hover those knees just off the mat. So breathe with me. Think of activating your elbows inward. And remember, you can send the heart a little bit further forward if you find you're rounding a lot in your spine. I tend to do that. So remind yourself, pull that heart forward. Now I'm going to give you a little challenge to step one leg back like it's a plank. Keep the other knee hovering. Bring the back leg back to a hover. Step the other leg back. Plank, leg, and then hover. And now let's go side to side. Step back and hover. Step back and hover. Now keep going. I want to do this 10 times on each side. Keep in mind, you can always drop one or two of your knees if you need to. Push that floor. Halfway there. Remember to keep breathing, okay? Sometimes when we're working, we tend to hold our breath. Keep the belly lifting. Keep the arms active. 3. And 3. 2. And 2. Keep it up. Last one. And last one. Nice. Come on down to your knees. Maybe stretch out your wrists and your forearms by pointing your fingers back at you with your palms up. And we can think of kind of rocking around because we're going to use our hands quite a bit for this session. Rock around. And then flip the palms down. Fingers pointed at you. And let's just get the wrists the other way for a little bit. Alrighty, let's bring it back to normal with your hands and get that right leg out behind you. Tuck the toes on the floor. So push back through that right heel and notice as you push through the heel, you can, if you choose, lift that left knee up off the floor. So go ahead and do that for me. I want you to put your left knee on your left elbow or as close as you can get. It doesn't matter if it actually gets there, but pull it as close as you can and then switch it over to the right elbow. We're going to do it again to the left and to the right. Now you can do this with the right knee down if you need to the left and to the right. We're going to do it 10 times. Here's 4 on the left, 4 on the right. You got this. 5 and switch. 6. Keep breathing. You got it. 7 and switch. 8. Send it over. 9. Now I want you to hold with me for 10, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other elbow. Left knee to right elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop the left knee. Drop that right heel on the floor, okay? We're gonna pivot on that left knee, point the left toes behind, and then reach up with that right hand. So I have you in a supported side plank now. And I wanna get a little more into your hip from here. So make sure you're comfortable. We have a little bend in the bottom elbow. And please remember to keep the bottom elbow, the left, keep it from locking. So keep it a little soft. You're always actively bearing weight. And let's get the right leg up. Go ahead and internally rotate the right hip so that all your toes point down, okay? And then we'll tap the heel to the floor and then pick it up parallel with the floor. Tap it down. Pick it up 10 times, please. Down and up. Okay, keep it internally rotating. Here's 4. Notice you can't lift it very high. Here's 5 if you're internally rotating. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hold with me for 10. I want you to put a little extra special intention to pulling your belly button into your spine. Now I want you to really isolate this movement we're about to do. Swing your right leg forward without externally rotating it. So point those toes down and then swing it back. But don't let your belly button go forward. Swing it forward and back. Keep that internal rotation. 3 and back. Keep breathing. I like to inhale forward and exhale back. Keep it going. Internally rotate, point those toes down. Even if you feel like it limits your range of motion, get that hip rotation locked in. 3, 2, last 1. Now I want you to bring it through center and hold. Point the toe. Keep the internal rotation. Circles, 10. Big circles, 9. Slow circles, 8. Internally rotating, 7. 6. 5. Nice work. Keep it going. 4. Internally rotating. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. Push through the heel. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Keep that rotation. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Go ahead and let that go. Spin it back down to hands and knees. All right. Nice work. Let's get the left leg out behind now. Point the toes down and then drop the toes to the floor. You can push back through the left heel. Feels good in the back of your leg, hopefully. And we can lift that right knee up. So remember, you can do any of this with the left knee down. Here we go. Right knee to the right elbow, right knee to the left. Remember to breathe on the right, on the left. Here's 3. You got this. We're going to do 10, okay? And I'm going to do 10, but maybe you do 6 and you do a little slower. Or maybe you do 4 and then you take a break. And that's great too, okay? I'm just giving you this space. I'm holding this space for you, with you. Keep it going, guys. 3, to the left. Feel free to take it at a different pace. All right, now we're holding this one. Right knee to right elbow, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right knee to left elbow, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop the right knee. Drop the left heel. Pivot on that right knee so the toes point over to the right and that left hand is up. And I'll meet you in a supported side plank. I'll spin around here. So here we are, guys. Get comfortable. I want you to make sure that your right knee is under your right hip, okay? And your right elbow is actively bending and not locking out, please. Let's get that left leg up. Okay, internally rotate, and you're gonna forget probably. I forget so many times, but you have to remind yourself to just keep internally rotating it. So here we go. Tap the leg down, and then lift it parallel with the floor. Tap and lift. Keep breathing. Slow control is what we're going for. So cultivate that slow control. Here's 5. And lift. 6. Lift. 7. 8. 2 more. Okay, number 10. Hold there. Try to isolate this hip movement that we're about to do. So pull the belly button in, swing the leg forward, keep the internal rotation. It's challenging. Swing it back. Whew. Let's do this 10 times. 9 and back. Keep breathing. 8 and back. Whew. 7 and back. It's okay if your leg shakes like mine. 6 and back. 5. Keep this isolated. Belly button to spine. 4. 3. 2. Okay. Last one. 1. Back to center. Point the toe. Internally rotated circles. 10. 9. Slow. 8. Make it big. 7. 6. Watch that rotation. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Switch sides or switch directions and push through the heel. 10. Keep the rotation. 9. 8. 7. Really isolate it to the best of your ability. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay. Drop it back down to hands and knees. Whew, nice work. Okay, I don't know about you, but my hips are warm for sure. Tuck your toes, okay? And lift your hips, lift your knees. Come to what in a yoga class you would call a down dog position, okay? And I'm gonna have you walk to your hands. Feel free to really bend your knees here. And then I'm going to have you walk your feet all the way back until you're in a plank posture. Now that might mean you use your knees, okay? But we'll only be there for a second, and then you'll start walking your hands back to your feet. Feel free to bend the knees. So I call this an inchworm. I just want you to keep doing that. Walk your hands to a plank. Walk your feet to your hands. Walk your feet to a plank. And then walk your hands to your feet. Inchworms. So we're spending a little moment in plank, and then we keep going. Keep it up. Bring in a little more mobility to all your joints here. So move your joints, use your elbows, your wrists, your ankles, your knees. Maybe 3 more, just like this. Two more. Okay, last one. Finish it out, and I'll meet you in a plank. Okay, finish out your last inchworm. We will all meet in a plank. Okay, let's hold this plank. Okay, feel free to push that floor. Don't be shy. Push down. If you need to drop your knees, do it. But make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and you're challenging yourself to lift that belly button. But I'd like to hold here with you for 30 more seconds. And that would give us about a minute total for our plank. So you can go through the rest of your day knowing that you held a plank for a minute. We're 20 seconds away. Push the floor. Try to bear weight in your legs too. How would that feel? 15 seconds, guys. You got this for 10. Breathe. You got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, back on hands and knees. Shake your wrists out. We did use them a lot today. And then come all the way down to your belly. Okay, I want to get your back warmed up, and then we'll come up to standing. So reach out long. Okay, and then plant your hips. So really press down like you're trying to point your tailbone at the center of the earth. And you'll feel your belly button lifting a little bit when you do that, and that's what we want. So tailbone down, belly button lifts, and see if you can lift your legs without any strain to your low back. And then if that works, try your arms and your nose. So you're hovering just off the mat. I want you to inhale and take a big long breath. Reach out, out, out. Then as you exhale, bend your knees, point those toes at the back of your head, and pull your elbows back like you're pulling on a chin-up bar. Let's do it again. Inhale to be long. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, pull on that chin-up bar. Let's do 10. Here's 8. And pull. Here's 7. Use your breath, guys. And pull. Exhale on the effort. Here's 6. Exhale. Halfway there. 5. Exhale. Keep going. You might slow it down a little bit if you need. You might even take a break, guys. 3. 2. Now you know that I want you to hold the last one. So here goes. Here we are. Hold and breathe. Okay, point that tailbone down, lift the belly button, and re-strengthen your posture. Do you need to bend the knees a little more? Can you squeeze your glutes a little more? Can you move your elbows a little further back? One more big breath in. And let it go. Hands down. Tuck your toes and pick your whole body up to a plank, back up through that same downward facing dog position. And from here, walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs. Go ahead and press yourself all the way up to standing. So I'd like to do some single leg squats with you today. Single leg squats are so good. Keep in mind, the wall is your best friend. So if you want to just stand next to the wall, so if you feel yourself kind of wobbling, sometimes just one finger on the wall makes a huge difference. Feel free to use a chair or a table or anything like that. So arms up. Remember, if your arms get tired, put your hands on your hips, okay? We'll have the right leg up for now. The left leg will be the squatting leg. So we're just going to take a simple single leg squat into the left knee and back up, and we'll start there. Here's number 2, and up. Let's do 10. Here's 3, and up. So keep it going. If you need to put the right toe down, do it. You can always make it a little easier by putting that right toe down. It's still a squat. It still counts. 3. If you like the challenge, extend the right leg. Let's hold this one. Come on down and hold. You want to put the toe down? Do it. You want to challenge yourself, extend and lift that right leg. Maybe reach your hands forward. Maybe see how low you can drop. Keep breathing. Maybe drop a little lower. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Whew. Okay, so we're going to keep going with the left leg being the stable leg now. We're going to do another round of squats with the right leg up. So we're going to kind of burn that left leg out a little bit, and that's all right. So go ahead and get the right leg up. Arms up. Okay, this time, when you come down into your squat, when you bend that left knee, I want you to point the right toes out to the right, straight out there. You might put the foot down. You might float it in the air. Ready? Up. And down. Okay, right leg to the right, left knee bends. Here's 3. And squat. Here's 4. Squat. 5. 6. 7. 8. Get low, guys. 9. You know we're going to hold number 10, okay? Here's number 10. I want you to squat into the left leg to the right, hold and breathe. Yes, you can do this. So put the toe down if you need it. If you want a little more challenge, drop a little lower and lift the leg higher. Whew. That's a good challenge. Stick with me here for 3, 2, and 1. Whew, shake it off. Now we're going to keep going. Okay, good news. We're going to keep squatting into the left leg. So for this next single leg squat, we're going to do the same thing, except this time, when you squat into the left leg, you're going to send the right toes back to either tap the floor or hover. You ready? Arms up. 10 single leg squats. Here's number 1. Send that right leg back. Deep squat into the left knee. Number 2. Okay, you can swing that knee up or extend the leg in front for extra spice. Number 3, knee up or extend when you come up. Number 4, whew, feeling this in the left leg. Number 5, whew. Number 6, pow. Number 7, whew. 8. Okay, you know we're gonna hold number 10. So come to number 10. I'll meet you there. Breathe. You can put the right toes down behind you. Okay, it gets a lot easier. Or you can challenge yourself. Drop more into that left knee. Lift the right leg. Whew. Whoa, balancey. Okay, let's hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go and shake it out. Okay, we only have one more round of single leg squats with the left leg. I know it's tired, but that's okay. You can do this, okay? So this time, we're gonna do the same thing, arms up. We're gonna squat into the left leg. The right knee is up in front, or you can extend the leg for extra challenge when we're up, okay? But when you drop into that left leg squat, I want you to cross your right foot over to the left. You can touch it down or hover. You ready? Here we go. 2, pow. You can bring the knee up or extend. Here's 3. Nice, keep that balance. Struggle for balance. Here's 4. Whew. Here's 5. This is our last round of squats on this leg. Here's 6. Number 7. Keep it going with number 8. 2 more. 9. Okay, are you ready to hold number 10 with me? Hold number 10 right here. So you're squatting into the left knee. You can put the right toes down on the left or hover. If you want more challenge, drop a little deeper. Let that left leg work for 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Ooh, shake it out. That left leg should be pumped right now. So I want to give your lower body a little time to soak that in. So let's come down. You can bend your knees here. You can slide your hands all the way down to the mat. I want you to find that same down dog posture. In a down dog, you would call it a yoga class. Maybe in our non-yoga class, we would call it a mountain pose. So we're just going to get the left leg will be on the floor, again, as before, and we'll get a great stretch in the back of the left leg as we pick up the right leg. So inhaling, right leg is up and out behind you. As you exhale, just pull the right knee towards your heart. Don't let your shoulders move forward, okay? Just take the knee far enough, and then inhale, send it back. Exhale, pull it in. 10 times. Please use your strong arms. And 3. And get that stretch in the back of the left leg. Here's 4. Pull it in. Send it out. Here's 5. Send it back. Number 6. Keep it going. Push that floor. 2 more. I want you to hold this one, okay? The right leg comes up, the right leg comes in, hold and breathe. Push the floor with your arms. And try to bring your chest towards your knee. Keep breathing. One more big breath here. Wow, let that go. Put that right foot back on the floor. Bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Okay, we're gonna bend those knees, hands on thighs, press yourself back up to standing. Okay, are you ready to do the other side of single leg squats? Now you know what to expect. Use that wall if you need it, use a chair, okay? And most of all, just enjoy yourself. Don't take it too seriously, okay? So now the right leg is our squatting leg. Arms are up, and the left leg is up. So remember, for less challenge, you can bend the left knee, put the toes down. For more challenge, you can extend, okay? Also get a great stretch on the back of the leg. So here we are, single leg squat, number 1. Plain and simple. This is it, number 2. Nothing fancy, number 3. Keep it up. So the right leg might be wobbly, and that's okay. That's part of the challenge. That way we don't get bored, okay? 3, 2, let's hold number 1, okay? Hold. Breathe with me. Take a break by putting that left toe down or drop into it. Let the right leg work. Sometimes it's fun to see how low you can go. Maybe you can even come all the way down and hover just off the floor in a pistol squat. Okay, so wherever you are is awesome. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew, let it go. Shake it off. So we're going to do another round with the right leg as the squatting leg. This time the left leg will come out to the left when we squat. Ready? Here goes. 10 times. Left leg up. Squat, left leg to the left. You can touch down or not. Left leg up. Left leg to the left. Nice. Here's 4. Feel free to extend that knee. Here's 5. Here's 6. Number 7. Number 8. Nice, guys. We're going to hold number 10, okay? Here's 9. And here's number 10. So hold and breathe. You can hang out here, tap the toe. No matter what, you have a nice bend in your right knee. You want to challenge yourself, you increase the bend. Calm down. This is challenging. You've got this. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let it go and shake it off. All right, are you ready for your third set? So for this set, we're sending the left leg back when we squat. So straight back behind you, okay? Ready? Left leg is in front. And then squat, left leg goes back. 10 times, please, in the front and in the back. All right, keep it going. It's challenging. That right leg is tired, and that's okay. I like to think of strength training. Makes everything else in your life seem so easy, right? And that's kind of refreshing. 3, and squat. 2, and squat. Last one. Now you know I want you to hold this one. So come on down and hold and breathe. Breathe and hold. You want to break, you take it, okay? You want to challenge, you drop lower. Lift that back leg and drop a little lower in the legs. Whew. All right, here for 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. We have one more set, okay? And then we'll never do it again until next week. So this time, the left leg is going to cross behind the right as you squat. You can touch down or hover. Ready? 10 times, please. Left leg up in front. Left leg crosses as you squat. Number 10. Number 9. Number 8. Number 7. Nice, controlled. 6, control, control, control. 5. This is our last set. Isn't that exciting? 3. You can do 2 more. 2. Now let's hold the last one together, okay? I'm right here with you guys. Let's do it. So cross over to the right, hold and breathe. Okay, take that break if you need it. Make it easier. Or maybe sink a little lower. You've got this challenge for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Whew. Okay, I want to get us back down into that down dog or mountain shape. So you can bend your knees and slide your hands all the way down to the ground. Find that shape, okay? Now, if you really need a break right now and you just want to drop to your knees, go ahead and drop to your knees, and you can do this from your hands and your knee, okay? But the key here is if you're in this down dog or mountain shape, as you move, don't let your shoulders move forward like I'm showing you right now. Keep them back as you pull that knee in. Here we go. Left leg up, big breath in. Left exhale to your chest. Pull that knee in without moving your shoulders forward. 10 times, bring it back. And pull it in. Use your strong arms here. Back. And in. Keep it going. Core work. Upper body work. You can do it. Halfway there. Not to mention a great stretch happening in the back of your right leg. Am I right? 3 more. 2 more. Let's hold the last one together, okay? Bring it in, bring that knee in and hold. Push the floor. Bring your heart back towards your knee. And breathe. Push that floor for 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left foot. Go ahead and walk your hands all the way back to your feet again. You can use your bent knees to press up. Okay, now I want to go around the world with you guys. We're really warm, and so we can really use all our joints and have a good time. So go ahead and get your arms up. Okay, we're going to lunge around the world. It's going to take up a lot of space. So make some space around you. Take your right foot forward and drop it into a lunge. Make sure your right knee stays behind your toes, okay? And then come back to center. You can hover or not. And then take your right foot out to the right, drop it into a lunge. Come back to center. Right foot behind you, a lunge. Back to center. Okay, switch sides. Left foot behind, lunge. Back to center. Left foot out to the left, lunge. Back to center. Left foot forward, lunge. Back to center. Now I want you to keep going around the world, okay? Right lunge. Right side. Right back. So this whole time, every time you come up into that balancey position, you're getting some great stability work. Not to mention lunges are doing such good work in your legs, okay? Keep it going around the world. So we're going clockwise right now. And in a couple rounds, we'll take it counterclockwise. I know your legs are wobbly. Keep it going. Okay, one more clockwise round. One more. You can always slow it down. You can always take that break. Okay, now we're going to go counterclockwise. So I just want you to go back the way you came on the left. Okay, sending that left leg in all the directions. Switching sides, right back. Right, right. Right forward. Okay, and we'll do 4 more times. Clockwise or counterclockwise around the world. Get your heart pumping. Keep it up, guys. Left. Left. and left. 2 more rounds on either side. Use those strong legs. Strong arms getting a workout too, just holding themselves up. Okay, if you feel your arms getting tired, just put them on your hips, put them down. Whew. 1 more round on each side, you got it. Almost there, it's the home stretch. Let that go. Roll your shoulders out. Great work, guys. Now I'm going to bring us all the way down to the mat, and we're going to stretch. So you can bend your knees and come on down to hands and knees. From here, swing your right foot forward and drop it outside your right hand. And then, because we're pretty warm and we used our legs a lot today, I'd say you can move your left knee back as far as you want. Just make sure it feels good, okay? Give the floor a little bit of resistance with your legs, so you're not just sinking down into them, but push a little bit in your bones, push down, and you can use that right leg to come on up. And we're going to stretch out our legs starting right here. So notice that left hip, the front of the hip is getting a nice opening. The back of the right leg is too. It's very important that we stretch out muscles after we strengthen them. So I'm going to have us here for another minute or so, and I'm going to give you some options to play with. First of all, if you need a break, just put your hands down and pick up your hips, and that'll be an instant way out, okay? If you like this, you want to move a little more deeply into it, put your hands on your right thigh and push, okay? Push into your thigh. Remember to keep your legs active. If you want a little more, right hand to right hip. That left arm can come up and reach over to the right. Keep pushing the floor. And then if everything's still going really well and you still want a little bit more stretch, you can drop the right fingers to the floor and really reach the left arm over your head. So keep pushing into the floor with your legs. Breathing into that left side, especially that left hip flexor. Maybe one more big breath in right here. And then we're letting it go. Drop your hands down under your shoulders inside that right leg. And I want to just get this left quad before we leave this lunge. So look over your right shoulder and then see if you just want to take your right hand to your right knee and take a little twist here. And it feels good if you just press into the knee. Maybe look up at the ceiling, and you can stay right here in this twist, and you're already feeling that stretch in your left quadricep. Okay. If you want a little more, open up the front of the left thigh. You can bend the left knee to try to point the toes up, and then maybe the right hand can reach back for that left foot. Okay. Maybe not, but you can always just hang out where you were before. But really roll onto the very bottom of your upper thigh, or your top, the top of your thigh, the very bottom part where the thigh becomes the kneecap, and see if you just kind of want to roll around on that spot. Oh, okay. Chances are you have a nice little sore spot in there. You can kind of roll out. If you're a runner or a cyclist, your quads are going to be pretty tight. That's okay. All right, let's let go of that left leg. Hands down in front again. Pull your hips back. Okay, so now we have some opening in the back of the right leg to get into. So you might use your fingertips under your shoulders here to have your longest spine, but maybe you even bend a little bit into the right knee. No problem. Flex that right foot big time. Kick down into the right heel and pull back on your hips. And breathe. We'll just take a little stretchy time here. So try to activate your quadriceps here by pulling your knee up towards your hip on the right side and pull that right hip back, back, back. Maybe one more nice big breath here. And then let's explore maybe pointing the right toes out to the right, maybe walking your hands out to the right. Getting more into that right IT band, glute, outer hip. Maybe one big breath here. Stretching is so important. Okay, good for you for getting it in. And let's bring it back to center. And I'll meet you back at hands and knees. So now the left leg is by the, or left foot can be by the left hand. Okay, and because we're warm, let's move the right knee back just as much as you'd like. And that's gonna get you a deeper stretch the further back you move. So make sure it's appropriate, okay? And then come up on that left knee. So you can push the knee away from you. Find your ideal lunge, okay? Find something that feels really nice. And remember to strengthen your legs and actively push the floor. So even when you're stretching, you're still always actively using your muscles. We would never want to stretch passively because that could be dangerous, okay? Could cause an injury. So maybe you just hang out right here. Maybe left hand to left hip. Maybe the right arm starts to reach up and over to the left. Okay, big stretch all along the right side. Hopefully you're feeling that goodness. Maybe the left fingers come to the floor and you reach even further. Push that floor. Keep pushing it with your legs. Maybe one more big breath in this big, yummy stretch. And then bring the hands down in front. Let's get this right quad, okay? So look over to the left, twist, really looking over that left shoulder. And you can stay right here, okay, feeling that stretch in the front of the right thigh. Or bend the right knee, right foot in your left hand, and you can roll around on the very bottom part of your quad. All right. Nice quad stretch there. That's a good one. Go ahead and let that one go. Hands down in front, hips pull back. Let's get that left hamstring. And then we'll be all done, okay? So good for you for stretching it out. So important. Dig down into that left heel. Pull back on the hip. Feel your hamstring releasing as you activate that leg down and back. And then let's seal the deal by pointing the left toes to the left, walking hands out in that direction, and pull back even more on the hips. So that IT band, glute. Bring it all back in, my friends, back to hands and knees. And this is where I will leave you. Thank you so much. You are strong. You did it.